is Yesterday's News, and we're at Sweden Rock. The Raven Age is playing tonight. Really excited. You guys played Sweden Rock before? No?
We haven't, no. So really excited to play. It's
Really excited.
Right on. So you guys, we were just talking before we turned the video on, you guys, straight out after the show and on to your next festival. It's great to be busy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't get to check some of the other bands out. Yeah, got strict leave or get to the next festival, Rock of Area.
So, you guys have a new vocalist.
Yeah.
And you guys have got your new single out, you're working on new music. What happened with the last vocalist, and how did you guys find that?
With Mike, it was just, don't know, just a case of it wasn't kind of gelling for like both parties. Like we come round to thinking about doing another album and another whole cycle and stuff. We kind of just seemed to be on different pages. It took us like a while to figure that out. You know, just like something wasn't working, but we didn't really know what it was, and for Mike too. So, you know, we had like discussed it with him a few times, and it was just like we tried to sort of, you know, stick it. We did a headline tour, which was our first one we ever did, and it went really well. But when it came to being creative and moving forward, we just realised, you know, both of us just realised that it wasn't going to work. But you know, it worked out quite well. We parted on good terms. Still keep in touch with Mike. We had about a 6-week period where we were all just like, oh my god, what are we going to do? Like, shit, we got like touring, you know, offers coming up and stuff like that. And Matt got in touch with us, didn't you actually? Well, we didn't realise his old band had called it a day. So, you know, which is probably why we would not get in touch with you before. He got in touch with Jai, our drummer, and just, you know, did a little recording. We were like, this really sounds good. Let's get him into the studio, and it just kind of clicked, didn't it? It was like, right from the off.
It was really weird. Like we kind of talk about how the you know, the stars aligned in some weird coincidental way, how it all came about so quick. And you know, I've known the guys for a few years. We've done gigs together in the past, and I always like appreciated their music and musicianship kind of thing. But at first, it was weird because I started speaking with Jai around Christmas time about just more or less trying to catch up with him and see how things were going with the new search for the new singer. And at first, I wasn't really thinking about doing anything new. Yeah, because I'm so different to Mike. I just didn't think how it would work. And we talk about, but it was, you know, as soon as I spoke to a producer that we both worked with, a guy called Matt Hyde, he said, no, I think it would be brilliant. So I went in, completely didn't have an idea of how it was going to go, and we went in, did a couple of songs, and I was thinking, wow, this sounds really good. Am I crazy? Does this work? You know, it was different, but in a good way. And you know, it all felt really good. And then as soon as we went into the studio and started tracking some new material, you know, I put my own kind of spin on it, and it just sounded great. It sounded like, wow, this is the sound I've been looking for. Yeah, for 10 years. So yeah, it was all kind of fell into place very nicely.
So let me ask you, on both of you, on the flip side, do you feel it's a good fit for both of you guys? I mean, do you like for the band, for the new vocalist, do you feel it's a good fit? And for the new vocalist for the band, do you feel like it's a good fit for you?
Most definitely, yeah. I mean, we're so happy with how it's turning out. It's you know, not only is it working musically, but we really get on great, and it makes touring really easy and nice and smooth. But yeah, first track, it's been released, the reaction's been incredible. Obviously, you just don't know how it's going to go. I mean, we know we like it, but we just don't know how the fans are going to receive it. But it's been really good. So
really positive. Yeah, I mean, that was my biggest concern, because I am I'm different to Mike. It really is a different take on certain things, but it still sounds like the Raven Age. It's just like Raven Age Turbo or 2.1 or something. I don't know. It just seems, you know, more aggressive. You know, more, you know, metal in that regard, but it's still got that kind of essence of what it's all about, which comes from George anyway. So that's never going to change, you know. So the die-hard Raven Age fans don't have to worry about that. But for me, yeah, personally, it was a brilliant fit. And the thing that again was most attractive to me, just from hanging out with the guys, is how unbelievably professional they all are. You know, they really take their craft seriously, and to me that is very, very important. You know, if you're going to be, being in a band takes up your life in every way you can imagine. So when you've got that clarity of this is what we're going to do, we're not going to think about anything else, and we're going to work bloody hard for it, you know. And when everyone's got that mindset, it makes me feel great, because I don't have to worry about what everyone else is doing. I just have to focus on me and make sure my performance is all right, and that's quite an attractive thing for me. And you know, I think working with George musically, you know, you never know how that's going to go. You know, you never know if you're going to butt heads, but it was
that was one thing. It just gelled, doesn't it? It could have gone either way. You just don't know, but it's just worked really well straight away.
Could have gone into the studio, and the guys could have gone, you know, made a bloody big error. Right? What we done? Yeah.
You should see what we're saying when you're yeah.
I mean, it's okay if you feel like you made a mistake. You can say it right now.
Yeah,
exactly. Done.
Yeah. Still on probation.
Yeah. That's what we keep telling you.
Yeah.
So the new single's out, and you guys put out a video. I've been scrolling through the comments. You know, people either like it or they don't, or they're kind of in the middle, learning the new vocal style.
Yeah.
Does it bother you when fans kind of go, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever heard? Because it's a new vocalist, it's kind of, hey, let's move on and evolve. And because what are you supposed to break your band up just because you lose a member, or do you move forward?
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't concentrate too much on anything like that. I mean, you scroll through stuff and just see what the general vibe is, and it's, you know, 95% of it is great. People seem to love it. There's obviously people who are, you know, sort of fixated on one thing. I don't like change and that, but I mean, me personally, I don't really think, when I'm writing a song, or if I don't have everyone else's opinions in mind, I just kind of think, well, does this work or doesn't it work? And Surrogate, our latest single, a little bit more kind of catchy, maybe slightly more commercial, but it's still, you know, the verses are still heavy and sort of quite thrashy.
It is a single. It
is a shorter song.
It's a single. You know what I mean? There's, you know,
as soon as we started jamming, it was like, this is probably going to be the first single.
Some of those progressive bands in the world still release singles that are like clearly tailored to be a single. You know, and it's just, that's what you got to do. You know, if you got a fucking 7-minute, you know, symphonic masterpiece, ain't going to be a radio station on the planet that's going to play that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're all just going to look at that and go, well, that's going to go on the back of the pile. You know, you can't do it. So what do? Do you either write a song that is a 5-minute long song that you then have to cut important, brilliant chunks out of, or do you have a song which you can say, this song is actually pretty tailor-made to be a single? Do you know what I mean? It's catchy, it gets to the choruses quick, you know, it's got a lot of radio friendly vibes.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is, even if you're not a metal fan, you can listen to Surrogate and like it, which is what a lot of people have done, which is why it's been so unbelievably, it's caught us by surprise to how successful it's been, because people are listening to it from who aren't typical Raven Age fans and go, that's a great song. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of the idea of a single. It draws people in to the band, and then when you buy the next album,
that's buy the album.
Yeah. When you buy the next album, you can then listen to, you know, the 7-minute tracks and the 6-minute tracks that you can really that grow and progress, and you can really dive into. So it's not rocket science. Every band does it.
Absolutely. Now you speak about the next album. You guys are working on the new album now.
Yeah.
What do fans have to look forward to, and do you think it'll be out this year or early next year?
We're aiming for the end of this year. At the moment, it's going to be tight because of this tour. I mean, we've already started tracking. Got, you know, we're not even halfway, and you have to deliver it and allow such an amount of time for press and printing and manufacturing, all that sort of stuff. So we're really going to try and hit it at the end of this year. But no, we're really excited about it. I mean, as Matt just said, there's some songs which might be sort of similar to Surrogate vibe. There's also like your more sort of, I guess, traditional Raven Age style songs which are more progressive, like sort of 6-7 minutes. So I don't know. I think Raven Age fans will be happy with it, and I also think we will be gaining some new fans hopefully. So really excited.
Now you guys are doing festival tours right now. Or you're doing any day off shows or anything that's not?
Well, it's a mixture, isn't it? We're doing some. It's kind of a nice mixture. We're doing. We started off. We did some shows with club shows with Killswitch Engage, which has been great. We did a show last night in Hamburg with Shinedown, which was unbelievably good. I mean, the hottest show I think I've ever done in my life.
Yeah,
but it's sanity. Literally, it was like a sauna. It was unbelievable. But the show, the fans were unreal. It took it to so well, but largely the next few days we're doing a few festival runs. We've got Bavaria on Saturday, and then
we've got Nova Rock coming up.
Nova Rock, and obviously Sweden Rock we're doing today. It's Hellfest,
yeah, Grass Pop, it's
Grass Pop,
big festival. So it's pretty cool having those as like the big things and sort of nipping around and doing other shows in between. But you know, they're obviously not small shows. They're, you know, playing with Killswitch Engage, well, probably my favourite band. It's pretty unbelievable.
They're amazing, absolutely
so
amazing.
good.
I know fans are worried about Jesse's vocals because
oh my god, there is literally no need to worry.
Yeah,
he was literally
it.
Just a little cleanup of his, with the doctors and there you go.
He was absolutely on point.
You'd never know he's been out.
Yeah, exactly. He really wouldn't. And there's no like, he's not going in half cocked. He's really giving it the big one. He sounds unbelievable.
Yeah, they never do a bad show.
Yeah.
So I caught Raven Age a couple years back with Iron Maiden in Seattle. Any chance for another North American tour in the near future or next year?
That is like something we really want to get under our belts. We really want to get back to the US because US and Canada. We had such a good tour out there. It wasn't like we wouldn't play many shows, but I don't know, the sort of US crowd seemed to take us quite well. And judging by a lot of our streams and that, like actually like a third of our whole streams come from the US. So I'm guessing there's something in that. It's just trying to get out there, you know, trying to can't obviously just go over there and do a headline tour. We need to try and get on with someone else and sort of build it. Obviously it's such a great big place, like getting around and travelling is just, you know, probably a bit of a nightmare, I imagine. But yeah, I don't know, US, it's next on our list, I think. I think like early next year we're really going to try and get out there. So.
Well, I know for our fans, we'd love to have you back because being on that Iron Maiden tour the last time out was really cool because it gave your fans that had never heard of you guys before a chance to kind of get exposed to you. And as I sat around listening to people, they were like, who are these guys? Where are they from? They sound fantastic. So, you know, it really raised a lot of eyes to, hey, there's this other band I want to check out, the Raven Age. Yeah. So, yeah, it's really cool. So what kind of gear you guys have out on the road with you? Any signature gear?
No signature gear yet. That would be cool. But we've like consolidated a pretty cool little setup. We've just expanded, got our own like lighting system together, like very, very minimal at the moment, but like we're trying to sort of just create a little bit of a production. I mean every tour we're doing, like luckily we're being invited back to places like these festivals we're doing and stuff. We're able to build and it's really cool. Got, you know, obviously Matt's on who's here. We've also got Tony, who's relatively new guitar player, and it just all seems to be gelling really well.
Cool. So one last question. Is there anything you want the fans to know that maybe you've been dying to tell them, or anything you want to say to them for following you on your journey?
That's a good question. I don't know. I just want our own fans. I don't know. Our own fans. I just want them to sort of stick with for a bit, even if they're like unsure. Like some of the fans just jump right on it. Like, I absolutely love this. Yeah. And on our last tour we did with Savage Messiah around the UK, a lot of people actually were quite honest with us and come up and said, you know what, I wasn't unsure like when I first heard the track, but coming to watch you live, I'm like now converted. Yeah. So really would like people to stick it out, like wait for the album live as well. Yeah, come and check it out live, and we think you'll enjoy it.
Good. Well, thanks again, guys. This is the Raven Age. They are here at Sweden Rock, and keep an eye out for the new music to come.
Cool.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.